Bailey took a jump fake there and decided to pull it back out and give it to Lee, who's going to work off a screen from Bailey. Lee working off the left side, gets a good look inside, misses strong. Taylor Owens messes up the rebound there, and it pokes it back out. And in transition, here come Wise Central. And a left-hand easy basket there for Hall.
Just wasn't anybody around to pick up the defense there.
Brooke Porter, who's averaging 10.5 points per game with the easy bucket. Just nothing you could do there. Just poked it out, and they got it in transition. 8-5, Wise Central with the lead. 4:15 to go here in the first period. Amaya Lee has it on the right wing. Back out. Taylor Owens, three-pointer off the screen. Missed strong, and the board comes down to Central. Tough look there coming off. Gracie Mullins with the board. She brings it up, guarded by Allie Sidnor. Here's a tough thing. These past couple of games, the Cats have had like one player they've had to guard. This team is very balanced. You're going to have to play defense all the way around. There's plenty of options to score. Drive across and a miss by Carter, and a rebound comes down to Amaya Lee. Lee driving against traffic. Jada Campbell, three from the left corner.
Bang!
8-8. Jada Campbell just waiting in the corner, and a great find by Amaya Lee, just looking off to her right side, or left side, that is.
There was nothing short of the accordion effect there.
There's an open three. Got it. Swish from Brooke Porter. She hit a three last night, or the night before last, in their semifinal win against Union, and they retake an 11-8 lead here with 3:18 to go first period. Neither team will sub out an awful lot. They've got about 6 or 7 on each team that'll play. Good pass inside from Sidnor to Bailey. Bailey working inside.
Got checked
a lot
in the
of
mouth.
Contact, but no foul as Savetnik comes up with a good defense as she brings it back down the floor. Gets it back out, that is. They go baseline to Carter. Miss inside. Ball's loose on the floor. Sidnor's got it. Tie up. Goes back to, actually, timeout called by the Cats. So they'll get the ball here. So good, smart call there by Allie just to dive on it. 11-8 Cats trail, and we're at our first timeout of this game with 2:56 to go first period. And it's brought to you by State Line Motors on Euclid Avenue in Bristol.
And great call there by Kevin Timmons, too, to realize she had possession of the ball to be able to call the timeout.
All right, so, Mark, 3-point game so far, a couple of threes from each team, really sort of filling each other out at this point.
Yeah, Virginia High, they really seem to be forcing the issue here that it's got to be able to play hard on the defensive side of the ball. Y Central's playing fast, and they have some players who are just driving the basketball really well. You have to be able to stay on your assignment in this situation.
Coach Timmons talked about Savetnik in the middle for them, 6'2" junior. She's had 20 points in the first round win against Marion, 10 points, 15 boards in the semis against Union. They really want to go after her early, try to wear her down as we get closer, to the fourth quarter, because that's the winning time, as Coach Timmons would say, as they go cross court here. The Cats with the ball out of the timeout, 2:40 to go first period, trailing 11-8. Allie Sidnor driving right baseline, looking for a pass.
In the corner.
Gets it back out to Amaya Lee. Yeah, good defense there. There's a three-pointer taken. Taylor Owens misses behind the board. She was coming off. Might have gotten tipped there. Not sure. Did go right behind the backboard. Never used to seeing a miss that much, so I'm thinking that thing got tipped. But they're saying it was just out of bounds on the shot. So 2:34 to go. Wise Central bring it back down the floor after the miss. Just trying to work off a screen as they go baseline.
They committed up to the ball handler there and left the back door wide open.
Gracie Mullins, as the Cats look to push the other way. Jada Campbell goes inside with the right hand, misses. Savetnik comes down with the board. 13-8, Cats trail Wise Central with 2:10 to go first period. This is Olivia Mullins holding it out at the top. Had 2 3-pointers in the last game for Wise Central. She works it off to Porter. Porter back out to the top to Brittany Mullins. Got it down on the baseline. Savetnik wanting to go up. She passes it back out to the top of the key. Step back, didn't take the three. Amaya Lee tried to cut her off, and she tries to drive baseline. They get it inside. Savetnik for 2, and an easy 2 points there. 15-8 the score. Wise Central with the lead as Allie Sidnor will drive, and a blocking foul. She made the basket after, but it won't count. Brittany Mullins will be charged with the foul. Foul differential now back to 2-2. And we do have some substitutions. Lauren DeLeon checks in for Taylor Owens for the Cats. Savetnik checks out. They'll bring in Callie Mullins and also Sarah Dotson, who is Coach Dotson's daughter, for Wise Central. So the Cats bring in Lauren DeLeon. Ball nearly went out of bounds on the inbounds. Had a baseline inbounds. Jada Campbell has it on the right wing. Guarded closely there by Brooke Porter. Get it back out to Sidnor at the top. Now Maya Lee, right wing. Looking to work off a screen here. Not a lot of movement going on offensively for the Lady Cats.
It's stagnant, and that's not good for this team.
Maya Lee looked at a three, now going back through the cycle as Jada Campbell had it at the top. Three-pointer taken left wing, and Maya got it for three. Big three there, cuts it back to a 4-point deficit. 15-11 with 1:10 to go. And Maya Lee cashing in from behind the left wing.
Play your assignment here. Play
Deep
your
drive
assignment.
and a charge call. Kerrigan Bailey takes the charge. It'll be called on Brittany Mullins, and a turnover. Just got a little too deep there. Her second foul, and that will be the Cats' ball here. Now Taylor Owens checks back in. She'll check in for Allie Sidnor. So Sidnor finally gets a break after, she played every minute of the last game. She's going to go sit for a second in this. 1:04 to go here in the first period. 15-11, Bearcats trailing Wise Central here in the Region 2D Championship. And again, Sidnor off the floor now as Owens is out there. Maya Lee just hit a three. She looked at another one there. Gets an open look for Jada in the corner. Too strong, and the board comes down to Callie Mullins for Wise.
And that's Jada's shot. There's nothing else you want her to take right there.
And she's going to keep shooting that, too. It doesn't matter. She's not going to get
shoot or shoot.
Down and out after one miss. Porter had it for a second, gave it back out to the top as Carter had it. Now back inside Porter. They get it down on the block to Mullins. Mullins double-teamed and a turnover. Taylor Owens comes away with the steal. They've got a 2-on-1 break here. Dotson guarding, and Owens goes in and the foul. 3-point play. And right there's the Cats getting the turnover, working off of it. And Owens getting the contact, putting it in the hoop. And now she'll go to the line for an and-one opportunity to make it a 1-point game if she makes. And now they'll bring out Savetnik again here in this first period. Sitting is Dotson. So on the floor for the Cats, Bailey, DeLeon, Owens, Campbell, and Lee. Here's the and-one opportunity. Off strong, nearly an offensive board. Got poked out. It bounced off of Wise. Good play.
Ball.
Bounced off of Wise. Lauren DeLeon batted it off the hip of a Wise Central player. I don't know if it was Carter or Porter, but it's Bearcat basketball on the baseline. So basically worked out as an offensive board for the Cats as they'll gain another possession. Amaya Lee has it on the baseline. They'll look to inbound it here, and they'll get it to Campbell, right wing, three-pointer up, and got it. That's a 5-point swing, and the Lady Cats take the lead. 16-15 with 9 seconds to go here in the first period. Here's Mullins at the top driving. Out on the wing, there's 2 seconds. There's a late shot taken short. They didn't know the time. And the Cats lead at the end of the first period, 16-15. They basically trailed that whole first after taking a 1-0 lead. What about that? Just not a lot of communication there.
Guess who's home?
We talked about that, the Cats just been able to hit so far. A couple of threes. Amaya Lee had one. And then Jada hit one there. That was a big one coming off right there in the corner after that miss earlier. Again, we'll have the stats here in just a minute, but what a first quarter we've seen. A 1-point lead for the Bearcats. And, we talk about this not being an elimination game, but it matters. They get to pick where they're going to play the next game.
Oh, yeah, and that 8-0 run there by the Bearcats really set them up strong to be up 1 point at the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, so I didn't realize it was an 8-0 run, but you're keeping it up. That's what we got you here for, right?
I guess that's my job.
So we got 20 seconds here. Again, the first quarter was brought to you by State Line Motors on Euclid Avenue in Bristol. Also, we'll plug our social media a little bit. Follow us on Twitter at VHS Bearcat Radio for an up-to-date schedule on our broadcast. Of course, baseball coming up too, but we're not done with basketball just yet. And also on Facebook, you can like us just by searching Bearcat Radio. We'll brag on ourselves a little bit too. We just hit 8,000 total listeners for just football and through basketball season to this point. So since September, we've done that much. What do you think of that, Mark? Pretty good.
Hey, I don't like to talk about it. I don't want to get the big head.
That's true. Livia Mullins will control it for Wise. They trail by 1 here to start the second period, working right to left. Inside, good defense by the Cats. They miss, but they get their own board. Wise does. Double team in the corner. Three-pointer right wing, missed. High rebound. Goes back out to Wise Central. We got a jump ball. It'll go to the Cats.
And you just got to keep winning possessions like that. They don't like when you're that physical with them.
Now here's Allie Sidnor checking in. She will come in for Jada Campbell. Jada only set out for about 15 seconds yesterday.
2 days ago.
Yeah, 2 days ago. Whatever. Same thing. Days have been going by quick, right? Amaya Lee brings it up past the timeline. Cats lead 16-15, 7:35 to go until half. Maya Lee has it, gives it back up to Sidnor, now back out to Lee as Owens had it for a second. Lee on the left wing driving to the top of the key. Open look, working off a screen from the top. Missed. Actually rattled, almost went back in. Offensive board to the Cats. Sidnor puts it back up and a miss. Foul underneath will go against De Leon, I believe.
I thought that was probably the lightest foul that I've seen called
this afternoon. Yeah. That will go on Lauren. That's her first. So on the floor for the Cats, it's Bailey, Owens, Amaya Lee, Allie Sidnor, and Lauren De Leon, who just picked up her second. Now the Cats pressing here, trying to make them work the whole floor. They break the press a bit there as Carter gets it, and a look down underneath. It goes out of bounds off the Cats. It'll stay Wise Central ball, baseline inbounds underneath the hoop.
And we talked about the big three kind of getting going for this team. They've scored 14 of the 16 points for this team thus far.
There's the baseline inbounds. They get it to Carter. Loses it, and a steal for the Cats as Lauren De Leon comes up with it. She's going to wait on Amaya Lee to get open, and now she'll dish it off to her at the timeline. Lee has it, working off a screen from Bailey. Now she'll just pass it back out to Sidnor. Sidnor probing the defense on the outside, driving up near the free throw line and back out. Owens now guarded by Gracie Mullins. Back out, a three-pointer. Amaya Lee missed off the left iron. Board comes to the Cats offensively. Second chance opportunity. Allie Sidnor drives, hits off the front of the rim and in. Cats now up 18-15 with 6:35 to go until half. Good look by Allie, and now the Cats will bear down defensively here and press. Get it down on the baseline. It's Savetnik, and they foul her as Kerrigan Bailey pokes it loose, but a lot of body contact will send Savetnik to the line. That's Bailey's first, but that's really just to stop that easy look underneath.
Oh, yeah, that's the foul you had to make there. You don't want her to get 2 easy points.
Let's take a look at some of those stats from the first period. Cats went 6 for 17 from the floor, and Central went 7 for 13 for the floor. So Cats putting up more shots. And first free throw up and in as Jada Campbell checks in for Lauren De Leon. It's 18-16, Bearcats with the lead. 6:28 to go here in the second period. Second free throw from Savetnik bounces out. Board goes out to the Cats as it hits on the ground. Got it almost tied up underneath the basket, but they get it back out. Sidnor comes away with it. Now Amaya Lee. Three-pointer corner. Taylor Owens missed short. Board comes out, loose on the floor actually, but corralled by Central as Olivia Mullins comes away with it. They're double-teaming her in the corner. Good defense by the Cats, and a tip and a steal.
And they do not look comfortable with this Cats press right now.
Jada Campbell passes it out. Amaya Lee driving against two defenders up, and she'll go to the line. Got contact underneath the basket. Let's see who they get there for the foul.
I believe it's going to be Olivia Mullins. It'll be her first.
I believe you're right. She came in right after the shot. That is Olivia's first, and Amaya will go to the free throw line. Amaya Lee, 56% free throw shooter a year ago, makes the front end. Let's see, last night Amaya went to the line quite a bit in her 6 total points. 4 of them came from the free throw line. She went 4 for 6, so she makes the first. 19-16, Cats take the 3-point lead. The second one in.
And someone didn't play very meaningful minutes. Madison Campbell in the game now for Bailey.
Yeah, and Lauren De Leon has checked out as well. So Bailey out as Jada Campbell's back out on the floor with the Cats. As Wise breaks the press. They go underneath straight to the basket. Brooke Porter lays it in. An easy hoop. 20-18, Cats with the lead. Just too easy there. Nobody back there to guard. Coach Simmons not happy with that, but you had to guard down on the block, but whenever she left, it just allowed her to drive.
Your first objective is you have to stop the ball.
That's true, too. Make her make the pass. Sidnor had it at the top, now back out. Jada Campbell looking for a screen from Owens. Now a screen from Madison Campbell. There's Amaya Lee driving, left side, baseline. Looked good, but missed. And the board comes out to Wise Central. That's Olivia Mullins with it. Amaya Lee going down the floor. Ball got tipped out of bounds, I believe, by De Leon.
Jada Campbell.
Or Campbell. Both of them were in the area there. And it'll be Wise Central ball. It stopped the fast break, though, that Wise was trying to push it down the floor. They'll have a baseline inbound. Yeah, Madison Campbell in guarding Savetnik, and a foul on Campbell as she was going for the ball. That's Jada Campbell. That's her second.
It looks like they're going to bring in De Leon now as well.
It's Brooke Porter who was trying to receive the pass there, and Campbell sort of just inadvertently fell into her, and it's her second foul.
And they're playing aggressive right now. That's what you're going to have out of this Bearcat team.
20-18, Cats leading with 5:16 to go as they get it down on the block, and a jump ball. Actually, they call a foul on Madison Campbell. It looked like she tied it up with Savetnik, but they called it on Campbell. That's her first. 5:12 to go here in the second period. Coach Timmons sort of smiling there. He liked the effort from Campbell. Again, we didn't see her at all till about 8 seconds to go in that game the other